Hey, it's Lee. I'm just going to make a video about how to chain in Pokemon Diamond and Pearl, and it's going to be awesome! Yeah, I know this kitchen is dirty. Shut up.
Okay, what you're going to need for this type of thing is lots of max repels. The reason for that is you're going to be walking through this grass. Now make sure you have a high enough level Pokemon. I suggest somewhere around like 80 to 100. You want attacks that are reliable, that hit like 100 accuracy. I wouldn't go much lower because some Pokemon can like use roar, and you know, if you really want a shiny of that one, I would bring something of soundproof that can block that attack, you know, the ability. But the idea is to have a lot of max repels, like 230, that's a good amount. And get into the patch of grass, make sure it's big area for the Pokemon that you want. You want to be way higher than their level, because you don't want to accidentally be, even with max repels, if your Pokemon's too low of a level, you can still run into a battle. Now, you want to use this, and since my effect is still on, I already had it saved for it. So you want to use it, and there we go. Now, I'd set the Poke Radar to Y so you can use it a lot. And set your Poke apps to this, because it will count what chain you're on. Now, the chain you want to get to is chain 40, okay? So that's what you're trying to do, all right? And I will show you what to do next, and then you can press Y. But don't do it yet. You don't know how to...
Alright, it's very important that you remember these things, and I like to label my bullet marks with smiley faces. 200 to 999, since that's the max amount you can have one slot. Max repels, the more the better, of course. Pokemon level 80 to 100, you really can go anywhere like 50 and up. Depends if they're really low level, but I'd like to stick to a level 100. It's better. The moves that have a lot of PP. Poke Radar set to Y. Remember that. Choose a big open area. A Pokemon with the move False Swipe can help out a lot, because it'll leave the Pokemon you're trying to get as a shiny with 1 HP, which is easier to catch. It doesn't kill them, it leaves them with 1 HP. And don't forget the counting app. That'll help you a lot. Okay, now that we've got that covered, I need to go over a few other things. Be careful to never go on the edge. See where these edge grass are? All the way across here. Doesn't matter where it is. Where this is, where those grass stop, that's where you need to stop. Even if your Pokemon is the one that shows up in the battle, it's going to break it. Now, to tell if you've broken it or not, this will disappear right before the battle. The number of your Pokemon. It'll show up. This has to be the most important part of chaining. It's the grid. This will show you which spaces to step on whenever you use your Poke Radar. Then the grid is created around you, which is that little brown smiley face in that blue box. Basically, all of the orange and red numbers are the ones that you want to avoid, and all of the green ones, the ones you want to go to. Basically, that's just the 4 ways that aren't straight across from you and aren't in the corners. That's it. Another tip that'll help you out is if you see 2 or more of the same bush that you ran into at the beginning, say if you started out on a flashing bush, you see 2 or more, instead of having, 3 normal, you have 2 or more flashing bushes, the better. When you get to like chain 30, I would want to stick to 3 or 4 flashing bushes, if that's the one you started out with. Because once you pick a certain bush in the beginning, you have to stick to it. Okay, ready, set, Y. Okay, you see that? Now what you want to do is go for either the normal or the flashing bush. Now once you've got that bush, like I said before, you need to stick to it. Don't go to any other one. Now I want to go to the second one. It doesn't matter what you go to first. The first doesn't matter at all. Just go to that one. Alright. I don't really like this Pokemon at all. I think it's a homo, but for teaching purposes, I'm going to chain it. Now, use any move you'd like. I am going to use Thunder Punch. Isn't that awesome? Magmar with Thunder Punch. I love this guy. My favorite Pokemon. Okay, be aware. Right when you see the next, right after the battle, the bushes will shake. Pay attention. Okay, now, the bushes shaked, not in any good area. So what you want to do is you want to walk until you've got that reset. Until you've got your Poke Radar reset, because if you try now, it won't work. It's 50 steps per recharge, so just walk a little bit, careful not to run into any of the bushes that shook, and then try again. So you walk a little bit more. Alright, still none. Okay, the next flashing bush that I saw appeared in this spot, which was 4 to the left and 1 up, which is a good spot. Always go to that. And it's not on the edge. The only reason I'm standing on the edge is because it's right next to me. And that's a good one. That's my spot right there. So that's where I normally like to keep chaining from, you know, like go back and recharge and stuff. Alright, I'm going to go to this one, and we will see what happens when I go to it. And I still have it. It's going to be Kricketot. It's that easy. Now you just follow that and only go to the 4 ways, not straight across and not in the corners. And don't go on the edges. You should be fine. If you've done it right up to this point, you will now be on chain 40. Chain 40 means 1 out of 200 chance to catch a shiny Pokemon. Now, that means chain 40 on. So if you get like 47, it's not going to mean that you're going to get 1 out of 199 or anything. It's 47 to a billion. You're still at 1 out of 200, which is a very, very good chance. And now at this point, all you're going to want to do is keep recharging your Poke Radar until you see the shiny bush. Once you see the shiny bush, go for it. And the shiny bush is right there. I got the chain 40, and I reset till I found it, and then it took 10 minutes or so. Sometimes it takes a lot longer, sometimes it takes a lot less. Just gotta wait. Don't go into any other flashing bushes, and this is what will happen. Oh, crap. False Swipe has only 40 attack, but it always leaves the opponent with 1 HP, no matter what, since I already have him. Shiny Kricketot, that is. Beautiful, isn't he? Even though I hate that Pokemon. And you can just break your chain or whatever, which is what I'm about to do, so blah 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 blah. This is what happens when you break your chain. Psh, done. Alright. Have fun. Happy chaining.